Welcome to all Rare Shikshan Sanstha's e-learning online education. Today we are going to learn English Kumar Bharti Standard 10, the lesson of Alchemy of Nature, which is written by Raksha Bharadia. Let's see the title of lesson, Alchemy of Nature. It means magic of nature. Nature has mysterious power to change the things. William Blake has written lines. Let's see about it. To see a world in a grain of sand and a heaven in a wildflower, hold infinity in the palm of your hand and eternity in an hour. Let's see the meaning of these lines. To see a world in a grain of sand and a heaven in a wildflower. That is mean here something as tiny as a grain of sand can spark off an idea or imagination of a huge significance to the world. One can witness and experience the beauty of heaven in something as small as wildflower and derive joy forever. Only one should have the eyes and time to see it. The next two lines, hold infinity in the palm of your hand and eternity in an hour. That is mean here, infinity is an endless space, but your small palm can hold the destiny of earth through your efforts. Eternity is endless time, but just an hour in your life can make a difference to the world forever. So, what we got the message here, great deeds can surpass the limits of time and space, they never die. Let's see what different thing nature does for us. Nature soothes us. That means it relaxes us, calms us. Whenever we are in tension, whenever we are upset, we immediately turn to outdoor activities. We immediately turn to company of nature. That means it soothes us, it relaxes us. Nature nurtures us. It is taking care of us. Human beings are doing this progress only because of nature. Hence, nature nurtures us. Nature fulfills us. Nature fulfills us. We know that whatever things we have been using, all those things provided to us by nature. So, nature fulfills us. Nature whispers us means nature tries to communicate with us, but we need to very attentive. We need to be very close proximity with nature. Then if we have close proximity with nature, then we can understand nature. Nature whispers to us. Nature commands us. Nature instructs us. Whenever we do harm to nature, it commands us, it takes control of human beings, and that's why we must have heard about news of like global warming and its impact on nature. That is because it commands us. Ultimately, nature is superior than human beings. Nature teaches us, nature motivates us, nature inspires us. Let's see. Now we will begin different elements of nature and what they teaches us. See the example of a hibiscus plant. We have a hibiscus plant in our garden. Every fortnight a flower blooms on it, big, bright and tender. Through the day it smiles with the sun and dances with the wind, but as evening approaches it starts wilting. The morning after it withers completely, and by evening it falls and becomes one with the earth again. The flower comes to life only for a day, yet it does so in full splendor. What if we to live our life, however short, to its fullest? By the example of hibiscus flower, we learn that hibiscus flower blossoms only for some time. It comes to life only for a day, but even in a limited time, it lives their life to the fullest with great splendor. Let's see that a hibiscus flower stands for the optimism and cheerfulness. However short life may be, we must live it to the fullest. Let's see the next example of water and a rocky beach. We went to a rocky beach and saw the spread of the majestic ocean and the rocks alongside, carved, sculpted, and shaped by the water. Water is so gentle, rock so hard, yet as the water flows over it every day for years, the rock gives in. It takes the shape that the water commands. Our problems are so colossal and we are so small, yet if we persist. By the example of water, we learned that water is so gentle and rock is so hard, but continuous efforts of water, the rock has to give in and takes the shape. Same way, our problems are so massive and we are so small, yet if we persist, we can overcome any situation or any problem. Let's see the next example of small bits of grass. We saw small bits of grass peeping through the small cracks in a concrete pavement. It left us thinking, however impossible things may look, there is always an opening. By the example of small bits of grass, we learned that nothing is impossible, there is always an opening. If we try for, if we are trying for getting it, our continuous efforts are important. So small bits of grass stands for the optimism and perseverance. Let's see the next example of a tree bear. We saw a tree bare of all leaves in the cold winter months. We thought its chapter was over. But 3 months passed, spring set in, and the tree was back to its green majesty once again, full of leaves, flowers, birds, and life. What if we too had the conviction that, however difficult things are right now, it will not remain so forever? Remember, this too shall pass. By the example of a tree bear, we learned that a tree bear come to during the winter season. During the winter season, tree sheds its leaves, but once spring season set in, it comes back to the lively with green majesty. So we should have the strong belief that difficult things are temporary, which is not last forever. Situation will be changed. Let's see the next example of ant. We saw an army of ants lugging a fly which was at least 10 times the ant size. The ants organized themselves around the fly, lifted it on frail feelers, and carried it to quite a distance. Their teamwork and perseverance were impressive. What if we too are consistent, organized, and focused? By the example of ant, we learned that ant is very small. Still, it teaches us to be organized. We should have teamwork, focus, and perseverance. That's why it can easily lug a fly. That is 10 times more than its weight. So, what we learned by the example of ant, nothing is impossible to achieve. Many hands make light work, teamwork, as well as perseverance is needed. Let's see the next example of spider web. Spider webs are delicate yet very strong. If you are going to see the example of spider web is actually delicate yet very strong. If you have seen spider web, if any insect gets entangled into spider web, it finds difficult to come out it. That is what we learned from spider web. So that delicate structures are not a sign of weakness. The next example of a rainbow. Rainbow colors the entire sky. We learn from the rainbow that rainbow comes occasionally, but even during limited time they are beautifying the sky. It stands for the cheerfulness and acceptance. Let's see the next example of oysters. Oysters take in a grain of sand, they open up with a pearl. So, we learn from the oysters that there is a mysterious power or magic in nature that can change things dramatically. Next, see the example of stars, clouds, and water. Innumerable stars shine across the infinite sky. Clouds take new shapes with every passing moment. The wind makes The wind makes trees dance with unhindered passion. Water, without hint of ego, changes its form according to the dictates of the sun and the wind. By the example of star, clouds, and water, we learned that stars come during the night time, but even during limited time, they are beautifying the entire sky. As well as clouds and water changes their forms, it actually teaches us not to have ego. According to the dictate of the sun and wind, that clouds and water changes its form, but it never dies. When we see a caterpillar turn into a butterfly, a flower turn into a fruit, we experience the alchemy of nature. We touch it and become gold ourselves. What the writer says to us, if you want to experience the alchemy of nature, you will get experience when a flower turn into a fruit and a caterpillar turn into a butterfly. So we should touch it and become gold ourselves. I hope you understood this lesson and thank you for watching this video.